All right, here you go. First Dunkin' Donuts coffee on the KS22. Hey, what's up? Duff here. Can you see this? Got the KingSong S22 here. We're doing an abbreviated first ride to the close Dunkin' Donuts, just to say I got my ass on it at least this weekend. I've been busy again, and much like the EX20S, I want to go up and down the driveway real quick here before we head out on the road. So here we go, first ever feet on the S22. All right, I think I can handle this. All right. Oh wow, there's some thunder and very dark clouds over there. Is this a good idea? No, it isn't. Plus, the wheel, from what I understand, is speed limited for the first 6 miles, I believe. So I can't set it to appreciable speed. I actually feel like I'm getting tipped back a little bit right now. Wow. At 20 kilometers an hour. Well, that's just lovely. Guess we can do a very casual ride here. Well, the good news is a ride back and forth to Dunkin' Donuts should be just about 6 miles. So I would hopefully hit the distance so I can unlock the damn thing. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's definitely tipping me back. Shit, I thought I could set it faster than 20 kilometers an hour. I got to stop and look at the app again, because this is gonna be a little annoying. All right, my tilt back was at 20. It wasn't letting me change it, but then I was able to somehow change it to 39 kilometers an hour. That's fine. I can deal with that. All right. So, initial impressions. First 5 minutes on the wheel. Feels solid. Feels I don't know, it feels good. I mean, I don't know, it feels well built, and that's something obviously you can't tell after 5 minutes, but just hopping on it, that's what it feels like to me. It feels like a well-built machine. It's not noisy. Of course, it is brand new, but and the suspension, I am hitting some bumps, and it is doing its job. Let's see right here on the sidewalk transition. Oh yeah. Okay. That's doing a good job of eating up those bumps. I have not adjusted the suspension at all. I have not touched the rebound. And as you can see, I have not even put the freaking pads on. And it doesn't really affect the way I ride, guys, to be quite honest with you, but I will try to fit them on. I have some Velcro coming that I will put them on, but I'm almost certain I will prefer to ride without them, even though they do look somewhat cool. All right, 35 kilometers an hour. It's probably, can't go much faster than that. Yeah, okay, yeah. Huh. I mean, on those kind of transitions, the suspension feels good. It's eating it up. It's doing what I would want it to do. So, yeah, at least initially, my concerns about the suspension being too stiff for me, so far, so good. Yeah, I'm hitting these sidewalk to road transitions, and not really even slowing down, which I would have to do with a non-suspension wheel. And it's taking me through there with very, very insignificant impact to my my knees, back, or anything. So it's good. It's good. Heard some people, you know, not thrilled with the pedals, saying, well, they're not real spiked pedals. I don't know. They seem to be holding my feet in place just fine. Size-wise, they feel good. Need to, of course, do a longer ride to get a true appreciation for if the pedals are comfortable or not, but the initial, again, the very brief initial knee-jerk reaction is they feel fine to me. They feel good. So what have I done to this so far? I charged it to 100%, and no, mine does not charge to 126 volts either. It charged to 124 volts and change. So I am going to try to do that little minute tweak on the potentiometer in the power supply to see if I can get it to charge to a full 126 volts. I did apply the firmware update, both the main board and the BMS update. That went very smoothly, no problem. So I'm running the latest versions of both right now. And as I mentioned, I haven't put any pads on it. I have noticed the wheel is very ass heavy. As soon as you turn it off, man, it drops right on its ass. I don't know if it's the suspension that makes it so heavy in the ass, I guess. But it definitely wants to go to the rear. Now, as far as riding it goes, I don't feel it when riding. It feels fine riding. But there is no doubt that this thing has a center of balance that is towards the rear end. All right, here you go. First Dunkin' Donuts coffee on the KS22. Always a monumental moment in the electric unicycle community. Coffee's not bad. Yeah, so far this feels nice and smooth, man. I don't feel the level of apprehension that I did on the EX20S. You know, which lasted probably about 10 miles when I goes out on that. So we'll see. We'll go out in the park a little bit. I think the rain is going the opposite direction, so I think I should be okay. All right, nice. Initial impression, digging it, man. Feels comfortable. Don't feel like I have much of a learning curve with this at all. Again, like I felt like I have with the EX20S. So it's good. You can see, like if you let it go, it just wants to roll backwards because of that heavy ass. It's got a heavy ass there, S22, but sometimes you got to just accept the heavy ass, right? So, yeah, it's been a good day. Today I spent a good portion of my day out at Allison's new house out in Babcock Ranch. I helped her move some stuff in from her garage. I hung her massive new 84-inch TV on the wall, and that was interesting, but it looks good. I tried to help her with some internet problems she was having, but looks like it's going to be something that's going to have to be handled by a technician, like a line technician. But it was good. But I got home about 5 o'clock, and I wanted to at least get on this, you know, at least briefly. Need to get on it at least briefly, and here I am. Yeah, it's funny, I have no pads on here, right? I should put them on. I mean, the pads, of course, if you're someone that's jumping, pads are very important. It's important to be locked in. Or if you hit, like, if you're on trail riding and you hit a severe bump that could potentially knock you off the pedals, pads help a lot in that situation as well. I'm just not in those situations very much, so we'll see what happens, guys. If you haven't noticed, I'm not necessarily a conventional rider in a lot of situations. So, yeah, I don't know. I guess that's all I have to say about it right now. I'm gonna have a lot more time to ride it. I can't wait to do a range test on it. Can't wait to do a higher speed run on it. Unlock the top speed right now. I've capped at like 40 kilometers an hour, so I'm very much looking forward to trying out some higher speeds. It feels smooth at the speeds I was going. It feels quiet, and like I said, it just feels well built. I don't hear a lot of rattling. I don't hear things loose. It feels well built, at least so far. So, all right, I'm gonna do a quick lap around here. I feel some wind coming in that's making me think that it could rain. I don't really want that, so let's keep going. And you hear that too, right? Tire on this, even though it is a knobby tire, it doesn't generate the same kind of sound that the knobby on the Charmin does, which is fine. A lot of people have complained about this tire. You know, I am not a tire nerd, but at least just doing my middle of the road, hard surface riding with average cornering, it feels good. That opinion is subject to change, of course, depending on what happens as more miles are put on. But just tooling around here, it feels just fine. So let's take some bets on if I'm able to get home without getting wet. Because I live over that way. I don't know, I think, and I see a wall of rain coming down, but I think it still might be past the Mockley Road, and if it's past the Mockley Road, I still should be okay, so crossing my fingers. I want to take a second to thank the people that tuned in to my live stream that I had Friday night. The live stream that was postponed for a solid week because of illness, because of me dealing with COVID, all that fun stuff. But I did open the KS22 on stream, which was a huge surprise to a lot of people because back at the beginning of July, I made a video saying how I canceled my order with e-wheels and I was pretty much done with the wheel. I was too frustrated. I didn't want to do it for a number of reasons: frustration, financial reasons, just several reasons. And all those reasons evidently didn't mean anything because I went and ordered it anyway. So if you want to hear the backstory on how I wound up with this wheel, check out the live stream. It should be in my list of recent videos. It's kind of fun. We talk about all kinds of stuff, not just the KS22. We also talked about the V13 launch and my thoughts about that. So if you got some time to kill, check it out. There's a wall of rain across the Mockley Road. I'm getting sprinkled on right now. I'm not getting drenched, so I think I'm going to be able to avoid it, which I'm good with. I don't really like getting drenched on my initial rides and wheels. Feels good. Feels good. Definitely feels good. Okay, Tesla makes for a wonderful place to put your tripod. Wonderful. Okay, so just like I said, a very quick ride. Hopefully it's enough to unlock it. Let me see here. All right, so we've gone almost 15 kilometers, so that should be enough to unlock the speed, right? Let's try to do that. Thank God for editing. Oh yeah, there we go. Third level alarm. Everything is set at 70 or 40, what's that, 43 miles an hour? All right, speed is unlocked. Beautiful. I'll be testing that out later. So yeah, like I said, a very positive initial ride, a very limited initial ride, but very positive. Was able to feel comfortable on the wheel very quickly. The suspension did not feel as stiff as I was concerned that it might feel. Felt pretty good. Although I did notice that it felt like it was absorbing more, like when the road surface was dropping down, like if I was going off a curb and dropping and catching me at the bottom, that felt a little bit softer than if I hit a bump and it was reacting up over the bump. If you saw my live stream, you will see that I already had bought a 500-pound spring that I might put on, depending on what my feelings are about the 750-pound spring. I know you can back off the lock nut on the coil spring to give you a little extra softness on the ride. You can also adjust the linkage down. I believe there's 3 different settings for the linkage. It should be at the top setting right now, which is the most compression. If you drop it down to the lower one, again, it's supposed to result in a softer ride. So we'll see. I got plenty of time to mess around with it. So if you guys found this video interesting, please give it a big thumbs up. First EUC ride video I've done, first EUC riding I've done since I rode the EX20S. I have not ridden it all since. I've been too sick or too busy. But yeah, anyways, if you found this video interesting, please give it a big thumbs up. If this is your first time visiting the channel, please consider subscribing. And if you're going to subscribe, you can hit the notify bell that's over there somewhere. Last time I checked, it used to be over there. Feel free to leave your comments, suggestions, ideas, and thoughts below. Big thanks to my channel members. I had a new member join during the live stream on Friday night, Brian Gonzalez. Thank you. Here's a list of my current members. If you want to join, just hit the join button. It'll tell you all about it. pretty inexpensive. Much less expensive than an EUC, that's for sure. So anyways, guys, hope you had a great weekend. My weekend is winding up. I'm looking forward to a week of continuing improvement in my health, getting shit done, feeling better, and yeah, happiness, right? That's all anybody really wants. So yeah, here we go. That's it, guys. How many times have I said that? 3, 4, 5, I don't know. Till next time, Duffman out. Trolley handle, not so great. And doesn't do a really good job if you try to roll it forwards. I think if you spun it backwards, it actually would give you better control, ironically. But that's a small thing. Hi, baby. Do you want supper? Do you want supper? Okay.